Every so often, we come across a scientific development that feels like a glimpse into the future, not just another medical device or improvement, but a true reimagining of what's possible. That's exactly what's happening right now at Northwestern University, where a team of engineers and cardiologists has unveiled what they're calling the smallest pacemaker in the world. And if this technology continues to evolve the way they believe it can, the implications are not just impressive, they're potentially life-changing. This new pacemaker is smaller than a grain of rice. That's not just a fun fact. That level of miniaturization opens doors that have previously been completely closed in cardiac medicine. We're talking about a device that can be inserted with nothing more invasive than a syringe or catheter, eliminating the need for external hardware or risky surgical procedures to remove wires from the heart. But what truly sets this apart isn't just the size. It's the entire philosophy behind how the device works, how it's used, and how it disappears when it's no longer needed. Because this pacemaker isn't permanent. It's designed to dissolve, safely, naturally, into the body once its job is done. That concept alone is revolutionary. This is a pacemaker for the future, smart, adaptable, and temporary. It does what it needs to do, then vanishes without a trace. No lingering hardware. No removal surgery. No infection risk. Just precise, short-term heart support when it's most needed. Originally, the Northwestern team envisioned this technology for a very specific and extremely vulnerable population: infants born with congenital heart defects. Every year, about 40,000 babies are born in the United States with these defects, and for many of them, surgery is required within the first year of life. Following surgery, these infants often need pacing support to help their tiny hearts recover. But the traditional approach, sewing a wire onto the heart and connecting it to an external device, carries real risk, especially when it comes time to remove that wire. There's a documented case where this procedure contributed to the death of astronaut Neil Armstrong, a painful reminder that even routine procedures can go tragically wrong. This is where the new device steps in. It's not just a pacemaker, it's a fundamentally safer solution. Because it's so small, it can be placed directly onto the heart with almost no disruption. It's powered remotely by a small patch worn on the chest, which uses pulses of light to activate the pacemaker whenever an irregular heartbeat is detected. There's no battery in the device, no external wires, and nothing that needs to be physically removed. And when it's done, it dissolves completely. The benefits are immense. Fewer complications, lower risk of infection, reduced trauma for patients. Especially for infants recovering from major heart surgery, this kind of technology could be the difference between a difficult recovery and a smooth one. But the potential applications don't end with babies. Adults can benefit too. For example, patients recovering from aortic valve replacement or bypass surgery often need short-term pacing support. This device could easily become a standard tool for post-surgical cardiac care, offering a safer, easier, and more cost-effective solution compared to current methods. And for hospitals and healthcare providers, this could dramatically improve how temporary pacing is managed, minimizing risk while maximizing efficiency. So far, the device has been successfully tested in mice, rats, a dog, and in human and pig hearts outside of the body. That's a promising range of data, showing that the pacemaker can operate in various physiological environments. The next step will be one of the most critical: securing approval from the FDA to begin human clinical trials. If those trials prove successful, the doors will open to commercial development and widespread clinical use. To help push the project forward, the researchers have already taken a big step, co-founding a startup, Nucera Biosystems, to focus on refining and bringing this pacemaker to market. This signals not just academic interest, but a serious commitment to making the device available as a real-world medical tool. The goal is not just to test the technology, but to deliver it where it's needed most, into hospitals, operating rooms, and neonatal ICUs. Experts in the field are already taking notice. Dr. Gaurav Upadhyay from the University of Chicago, who wasn't involved in the development, has called the device exciting and impressively smaller than anything else we have available. And that sentiment seems to be shared widely among clinicians who are imagining the new possibilities this kind of device could unlock. This is one of those rare moments where cutting-edge technology intersects perfectly with urgent clinical need. It's not some abstract prototype. It's a clear solution to a very real problem. And it's driven not just by innovation, but by a deep awareness of the human impact. These engineers aren't just shrinking hardware, they're rethinking care, making it safer, less invasive, and more responsive to the way the human body heals. Of course, there's still a journey ahead. Human trials are necessary. More research is needed to fine-tune the materials and ensure full biocompatibility. And regulatory approval will take time. But the path is promising. The vision is clear. And what Northwestern has created might very well be remembered as a milestone in how we approach heart care, both for the smallest patients among us and for millions of adults who need safer, smarter cardiac support. In a world where medical progress can often feel incremental, this is a genuine leap forward, not just in engineering, but in hope.